You gotta understand, Kanan, that how people see you now is how they're gonna see you forever.
How you want people to see you, Kanan?
I want them to see me as not who my mother is.
Gotta be real careful, Kanan. They ain't get to where they are without dropping a whole lot of bodies behind.
Oh, like how you got the way you are?
All right.
Look with your mother, kid, not you.
It seems like those of us in business with you are now being attacked.
It's one thing not to be able to trust my son. I can almost live with that. But I have to be able to trust my business partners. It's all about who you know.
Just think I'm dead. I ain't never been more alive. Thank your lucky stars you got a mother who loves you.
Beware of the hand when it's coming from the left. I ain't tripping. Just watch your step.
If you want people to see you as you, you gotta let them know who you are. Famous last words.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. On today's video, we'll be covering Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and this one right here is titled, Breeze Manipulates a Civil War that Leads to the Death of Lou. That's right, my good glad friends. This one right here, I'm not going to necessarily say that I think it'll exactly happen, to be honest with you, because of course, as y'all know, I have been under the impression, well, at least saying that there is a possibility that Lou might turn out to be Ghost's dad. And of course, if he turns out to be Ghost's dad, that means there's no way this theory is going to happen. But hey, for the sake of it, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there because, of course, I'm not 100% sure on that. Now, ugly ass niggas, don't y'all get in these comments talking about, ain't no way he can be Ghost's dad. Hey, I already explained that shit 100 times. You look like ain't went and looked at my past videos explaining how. I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, pretty much this is going to be displaying how Breeze is going to be moving in the shadows, very similar to how Kanan was doing at the beginning of Power, to create confusion and chaos that makes them start attacking each other. So, and then it's going to lead to Lou being taken off the chessboard. So I will be explaining all of that and more. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. Now we're going to start things off because pretty much this one right here is going to be like a kind of like a spin-off to my last video I put out, basically talking about the last one that about Marvin taking out Famous, and of course, you know, Kanan taking out Stefano. If you haven't seen that video yet, go ahead and check it out, because if not, you're probably going to be a little lost on this video. But anyways, just to, you know, speed things up and kind of briefly fill you in a little bit, basically Stefano is going to become Rock's sole pull-up because Shang Tsung, aka what's his name? What's Shang Tsung name? It's crazy. I don't forget that nigga name. See, he's so dead to me now that I don't even remember that last nigga name. But anyways, y'all know who Shang Tsung is. Rock Plug. Come on now. They look like Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. But anyways, Stefano is gonna have to take over, you know, and supply her after he's taken out by Breeze. And of course, I told y'all that there's a possibility that your boy Marvin might also take out your boy Famous due to manipulation by Breeze, because he's going to be doing the same moves that Kanan was doing in the beginning of Power, like I just stated. So he's going to manipulate things to make it seem like Famous is the one snitching, and behind all the hits that's going to be happening, actually it's going to be Breeze doing it in the shadows, aka Unique. And he's going to end up being the sacrificial pawn that, you know, gets taken out, just like Roller, just like Scrap. So yeah, he's gonna be another mistake that's gonna end up happening, or similar, kind of like D-Wiz too. D-Wiz was a little different, but it's kind of like that. But yes, like I said, of course, your boy Breeze will be making moves. And keep in mind, like I told y'all, on the last video, he will be creating an alliance with your boy Kanan, because Kanan's not gonna have any idea that he set it up so that Famous can get knocked off. He's gonna be a master manipulator. So he's gonna manipulate Kanan into going against his family because they took out his best friend. But he's not going to know that Breeze was the one behind it. And of course, after the pain and hurt of his best friend, and he's going to think his mother is behind it as well. He's going to be like, this is the last straw. I'm not about to keep dealing with this BS. Enough is enough. Uncle Marvin has to go. Now, look like niggas might find this a little hard to believe, but I mean, Kanan is changing people. Now, we know for sure this is not off limits for OG Kanan, because his son wasn't even off the table. So if he'll kill his son, he'll kill anybody. The mind is hell. So could this be the start of him with the saying, some say you ain't a real killer until you kill somebody you love? Is it possible that your boy Breeze was the one who implanted that, planted that inside of his head to manipulate him into going after his uncle? Possibly. But anyways, like I said, he's gonna rally up his troops, which is gonna include Ghost and Tommy more than likely. Because I believe, like I said, this is possible. This kid right here is Ghost. And he's gonna get some information. He's gonna tell them, scatter out, get him some information to figure out what happened to his boy. What exactly happened to his boy, Famous, and he's gonna find out he's gonna end up finding out that it was his boy, that it was Stefano who made the order, and then of course Stefano might even tell him that it was before Kanan takes him out, that it was Marvin who pulled the trigger. So now that Stefano is taking out the boy, they're gonna need another plug. Rock obviously is gonna need a plug too, because if Stefano's gone, she ain't gonna have nobody. But that's when your boy Phil Russo comes into the play. Now, your boy Breeze has successfully knocked out his competition here in New York, because if Stefano isn't here to supply Rock, he's the only one with product. So everyone's gonna be talking about Breeze. But of course, Rock and Marvin and Lou isn't gonna know who Breeze is. So they're gonna be curious of, she's gonna know that eventually Kanan's not gonna be, around, and Kanan's gonna be moving product. So she's gonna know that he's moving product for Breeze, but she's not gonna have any idea who that is. But anyways, I could see a situation where he possibly goes after Marvin. You know what I'm saying? And maybe him and some people from his crew. I'm not exactly sure who's going to be with him, but maybe he could end up attacking Marvin, going after him for what he did, and it ends up in a big fight. Marvin's fighting Kanan and his crew or whatever. Juke comes in to try to save her, because of course that is her father. She ends up fighting with Kanan, and that's how she delivers that brutal scar that we see on the OG Kanan's neck. If you pay attention, OG Kanan has a big scar on his neck, and it was confirmed by Courtney Kemp that the scar on his neck was given to him by Juke. So this could be the time where she delivers that big scar on his face, on his neck, and Kanan gets seriously wounded. Now, I'm not saying this is happening in episode 1 or nothing like that. I'm just saying on down the line, this could happen. Not necessarily saying that it will happen, but it, I think it'll make a good storyline if it did. But anyways, so after that, Kanan is going to be injured and stuff like that, and now they're going to be going at it. I can see possibly after Kanan's injured, maybe, more people come in, Kanan's rushed to the hospital or whatever. Maybe they call the hospital and then they get up out of there. But, I can see them rushing out. You see Marvin's wounded, Juke is wounded. And now it's similar. This kind of reminds me of the same book 2 Ghost. Remember at the end of episode 10 of season 3, when Tariq hurried up and jumped in the car and he was like, I think we just started an effing war. This kind of reminds me of that saying, they jump in the car and they like realizing, damn, that was Kanan who we just got to, dealing with, who really tried to come in and kill us. So I could see it being a war popping off that kind of forces, Rock to pick a side. And it sucks because, that's both of them is her blood. But we all know when it comes down to it, she's gonna choose her side. So this is gonna be very similar to another Snowfall type of thing. If you remember, when Franklin decided to go to war against his uncle, Jerome, his mom, Sissy, was forced to be in between. And now, of course, she didn't really, side with Franklin, but of course she didn't side against him. She just wanted them to squash it. And I think Rock probably will have a very similar approach to this if this was to happen. And as far as Lou, I think Lou is just going to kind of be out of the way. He's not going to like it, but he's going to be kind of on the mutual, doing his own thing. And that's, what we're going to see Juke loading up. I think that's when Marvin possibly could have gave her the gun, like, you need to be carrying this at all time because we're at war now. Things are kind of out of control right now. So you just might see a split in the family from that manipulation coming from Breezy Glad. And I think what could possibly sneaks up on Lou is that don't be surprised if this woman here, that of course is a producer, that she might end up working for Breeze. I could possibly see, because come on, we don't seen this a couple times in shows where a mysterious woman comes out of nowhere that looks like the love of whoever the character, one of the lead characters' life is, and it seems too good to be true, and it often do be. And she sets him up, leads him into a location possibly where Breeze could lay him out. And then while the family is going to war against each other, Lou ends up being a casualty while nobody else is paying attention because, they so distracted by what's going on. And Lou, he just didn't want any skin in the game, so he was just a sitting duck, and Breeze took advantage. So he kept him slipping and knocks him on his ass. So that is when we end up getting the tears shed from your girl Rock, possibly, and it's going to be a very sad moment. And of course, with them going to war and stuff like that, I know glad niggas will probably be thinking, so if Duke did that to Kanan, why would she forgive him, or he forgive her, and they become cool later on? Well, the death of Lou changes everything. They're gonna start to realize that, bro, at the end of the day, we all family. And sometimes mourning of family will bring family together because they both work together. Because at the end of the day, none of their blood was killed. Famous was, Kanan's friend, but Lou is blood. And Lou had nothing to do with any of that. So that both of them could put aside their differences to try to figure out who it is that took out Lou and work together. Now, of course, with it being Breeze, they're gonna have a hard time finding out who it was. Who knows? He might end up putting it on somebody else and make them end up getting killed. Or you know what? Matter of fact, it probably would make even more sense. Let's just say it don't end up being Breeze. Scratch that. Breeze did the manipulating and got them distracted. But let's say it's D-Wiz's brother who ends up taking them out. That would make more sense. And then later on, they hunt down D-Wiz's brother, who might turn out to be B-Rilla. And he be the final villain that they take down at the end of the season. But yeah. So, like I said, yeah, B-Rilla or D-Wiz's brother might end up being the one doing it instead of Breeze. I just think that'll make more sense because Breeze, you know, Kanan wouldn't just work with him and forgive him if he finds out that he's the one that took out his uncle. So it would make more sense if he didn't do that, and then it'd be D-Wiz's brother, right? So definitely let me know in the comments, what do y'all think of this potential theory here? Could you possibly see Lou being taken off the board by D-Wiz's brother because he is caught slipping? And of course, if it turns out to be B-Rilla, then of course B-Rilla, after working with Lou, because you know they're gonna be doing music together, something's gonna happen that Lou ends up that D-Wiz's brother finds out that Lou is the one who took out his little brother and seeks revenge. And of course, your boy Breeze could be the one that tells him. Because who knows? Some kind of way, because keep in mind, Breeze does know that. Think about that. Well, Unique does know that. Because he knew when he said the streets need a body, and then D-Wiz ends up being the one taken out. It ain't rocket science that Rock was behind it, and it also ain't rocket science that more than likely, because keep in mind, Lou was her enforcer, her right-hand man at that time. So he probably, did the math and like Lou was the one who took him out. And of course, he told D-Wiz's brother, and the rest was history. So there you have it, glad niggas. Let me know in the comments, could D-Wiz's brother end up taking out your boy Lou? I also have another theory about this same thing, but of course a different scenario. So I'll be pushing that one out a little later. So stay tuned for that one. But anyways, that's all I got for this particular video. So like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.